Hello and welcome to Traffic Talks. My name is Pyro and I talk about what's going on in my life, usually with a lesson I've learned, some tips and tricks you can follow that helped me, and a lot of laughs in each episode. If this sounds like something you would enjoy hearing, feel free to follow the podcast, subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and to see what I'm up to, you can check out my Instagram page linked below. Bye! Hello and welcome back to the podcast. I know this episode is going up late, so I'm sorry in advance. Life is lifing. I have a long voice note I need to record to send to a friend that they sent on Monday. So yeah, things have been hectic. I have been very out and about, which, not gonna lie, it's been fun. I've enjoyed myself. I have just learned that being social requires some planning because the things you used to stay home to do no longer gets done in that same time slot because you are now getting ready to go out, and then you go out and then you come back and all that time has magically disappeared. So time management is a lesson I need to learn. But on to today's lesson that I learned. So today is actually a part 2 to last week's episode, and I meant to talk about a course that I did, as it's been a goal of mine to do at least one course or something educational that I can actually use to upskill myself in some way each month. And I'll get to the full breakdown and stuff in my goal update that I'm doing end of the month, beginning of next month, somewhere there. But I did a course and it didn't work out too well for me. So I'm not going to shame it, but you can just Google it. It's called Develop Your Career Plan. It's a free course. You sign up with an email, you get access to it, and then you do it in open classrooms. Very simple to sign up for, very fun. It's not really too intense. They say it takes 6 hours and it's an easy level course to do, which I do agree with. But I don't think this specific class or course is for me. No disrespect to whoever developed the course, anything like that. I do think it's a bit too beginner, if I can put it that way, because it's a very easy thing to do. You simply look at your skills, identify your strengths, your weaknesses, the things that you aren't great at, and the things you are that aren't technically a job skill, or any experience you may have that's not directly from a job. For example, if you were a leader in a youth group or church or school class or something like that, that shows good leadership qualities, which is a skill that you can put on your CV and use. You know, did you like being a leader or did you hate it because it stressed you out? Maybe that's not the thing for you. You work maybe better as a part of the team versus being the leader, and that could be helpful in figuring out what you want career-wise. So for me, this course wasn't really up my alley because I've made a CV several times. I've had to re-look at how to phrase different skills that I have and things like that. So for me, this hasn't been the most helpful course, but I think that's just because I'm further in my career and I don't need to develop one. I kind of just need to wipe the mirror off the fog, if I can put it that way, and just try and get a clear vision going forward. So yeah, that was that experience in a nutshell. So this course wasn't for me, but I do think it's a good course just in general because it makes you think of things and it helps you identify a lot of skills or things you didn't know you could do very well that could translate into something you can put onto your CV. It makes you wise to those kinds of things. So I think it's really a good course for just anyone. I like the fact also, just my 2 cents, that they don't limit you in terms of time to complete it. So it says it should take you about 6 hours and it's an easy course. I personally like to do things several times so that it kind of sinks in. Being able to access it and redo it and rewatch the video, reread the entire entry, that breaks it down further to what was said in the video, gives you examples, all those kinds of things. I like doing that several times because sometimes you've kind of hammered down on something and you just step away and you take a break and you come look at it with fresh eyes. everything clicks into place. So that is what I like about this particular course, or just doing courses in general. Because I can tell you now, I looked at other courses and I can tell you I was so disappointed, because there was another course I initially wanted to do, but when I went to look into it and they were like, oh, it's a free course, so you get this thing, Learn Digital with Google, and there's like a whole bunch of courses that you can do. The title here says Google Digital Skills for Africa. There's online courses, there's paid ones, there's certificates, all sorts of things here. So you can just find all the different ones. But there was a few that are advertised as free, and then you click on them and you're like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do this. You go do it, and then it's like, nope, you need to sign up. And I'm just like, I don't mind signing up. Like, cool, let's do that. And then they're like, boom, you have to put in a credit card. And I'm just like, no. I am not going to get scammed. And even if I don't get scammed, why do I need to put in a credit card for a free trial? I hate having to limit myself. Like I said, I enjoy doing things over and over to kind of make it sink in. But why do I need to put in a credit card for a 7-day free trial to a course that is free? Question mark? Like, it doesn't make sense. So I was highly upset with that. But you live and you learn. So yeah, that is kind of like my only criticism, especially when they advertise it as free. You can set the filters to show you the free courses. Why are you not what you say you are? That just rubbed me the wrong way. I did enjoy doing this course, even if I didn't fully need it as much as I thought I did. There are a couple of other ones that I have bookmarked that I'm going to do, and I think it's just because I like learning. I'm that weird person that just likes to take a course for the fun of taking a course and learning something new, and just, oh, that's interesting, let me look at that. And I'm that person that goes down rabbit holes for no good reason. So yeah, that's why I definitely liked doing this course. I have a budgeting course because we know me and finances are always in the same WhatsApp group. And then there's another one on mindfulness, which I thoroughly need just because I'm very stressed. And then there's also one that I'm interested in on digital tools for everyday tasks. So I don't think I will get a lot of use out of that one, but it just seems very, very interesting. And then to accompany that one, there's a whole bunch of digital jobs that are kind of being not advertised, but it's just a course that's like, what digital job is made for you? So I think it tricks my brain into going into those, those 2000 magazines where it would have like quizzes. It was literally the paper version of a BuzzFeed quiz. So yeah, that just sparked something in me. So I will see about those courses. I will definitely mention them in my goal update later. But yeah, that was this one. It wasn't really much of a help. I hope it at least didn't hinder you. And yeah, check out some courses for yourself. I definitely think it's something everyone can do, especially because it's free and it's online. And learning something new never hurt anyone. You never know what you're going to find. So go for it. Enjoy it. Do that. This entire thing, by the way, was sparked by me wanting to actually look into how to develop a proper career plan and such, because I'm thinking of moving jobs and I'm trying to figure out how to go about it, and it's stressing me out, but I'm still gonna try. One thing I found was the Staple Life. I follow them on Instagram. They are one of the best Instagram pages to be following at the moment. And the Staple Life recently released a podcast. There are currently 2 episodes live on Spotify right now. I will drop a link in the show notes on my Instagram. Go listen to it, because Rox, who is the creator of the Staple Life, she talks about different toxic workplaces, and they are just so mind-blowing, because it's like you listen to the episode and you are just nodding your head like, yep, yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, I've been through that. So definitely give it a listen. It It's definitely worth your time. So shout out to the Staple Life and Rocks. The podcast is mwah, chef's kiss. It is amazing. Go listen to it. And that is actually not the song of the week, but the podcast of the week. The Staple Life podcast on Spotify. Go check it out. You will definitely be a better being after listening to that. So you go do that. I'm gonna go and edit this episode, and I'll see you in next week's episode, which, fingers crossed, will be on time. Okay, that's me. Love you. Bye.